In this video, we are going to see the implementation of Gang of 4 design pattern part 2. In part 1 video, we have already seen implementation of state design pattern, and in this video we will see the implementation of strategy design pattern. So this particular video is for the CL-VIII subject for assignment number 9, and the title is Identification and Implementation of Gang of 4 pattern. The problem statements of this assignment is apply state and strategy Gang of 4 pattern to refine design model for a given problem description using effective UML 2.0 diagrams and implement them with a suitable object oriented language. So for this particular assignments, what you have to do, you have to go through the problem statement, and from that problem statements you have to draw the class diagram for that statement, and after that you can implement that particular problem. So in this video we'll see the strategy design pattern. So here the case study example I have taken is the mode of transportation to an airport. Okay, so in this example the description is given like several options exist, such as driving one's own car, taking a taxi, an airport shuttle, a city bus, or limousine service. For some airports, subway and helicopters are also available as a mode of transportation to the airport. Any of these modes of transportations will get a traveler to the airport, and they can be used interchangeably. The traveler must choose the strategy based on the trade-offs between cost and convenience and time. So here for this strategy design pattern, the client will choose or decide at runtime which strategy he want to choose. So this is the problem statements. Now for this assignment, what you have to do, the first thing you have to do is, based on these problem statements, you have to draw the class diagram, and second one, you have to implement that problem statements. So here you can see the class diagram is there. So this is the, you can say this is the structure of the strategy design pattern. So in this there are mainly three components are there. The first one is the context class, second one is the interface, strategy interface, and after that the concrete strategies classes. So here you can see the context class is there. So in this context class, the get total and the transport to airport method is there, so which accept this context class, which accept the object of these concrete strategies over here. And here you can see the transport interface is there. In that, one method is defined, which is transport method. So in interface only declaration of method is there. Okay, after that you can see here four concrete strategies are there: car, taxi, limousine, and bus, because these many strategy have declared or defined in the problem statements. So that's why we considered these many strategies, and these strategies which implements this interface. So here transport method is implemented in class, in taxi, limousine, and bus, which is declared in the transport interface. So this is the class diagram. You can see here the through the structure. So this class diagram I have drawn in the Argo UML. So this is your first task. After that, again I have considered the second example of the simple shopping cart, where we have two payment strategies. One is the through credit card, and second is the through PayPal strategy. So for doing payment we have a two strategy. So for this I have drawn the class diagram. So you can see the same class diagram is there. Instead of that bus, taxi, only these two strategies have changed here in this diagram. So you can see context class is there, again one interface is there, payment interface is there, and here the two strategies are there: credit card strategy and PayPal strategy. So client or the user runtime decide the strategies. So which strategy he want to choose, he want to choose credit card or he want to choose the PayPal. Okay, so depending on that he choose the strategy and give the payment using this pay method. So this pay method is implemented in these concrete strategies. After that, you can see here the third case study is there. In the application of several robots are created and several different behaviors are created. So each robot has a different behavior assigned. So there are 3 robots in this case study. The first one is big robot. So big robot is an aggressive one and attacks any other robot found. Second robot is George V.2.1 is really scared and run away in the opposite direction when it encounters the another robot. And the third robot is R2 robot is pretty calm and ignore any other robot. At some point the behavior are changed for each robot. So this is the case study for the robot and he's changing his behavior depending on the situations occurred. So you can see here the class diagram is there. So again the main 3 components are there: context class, interface and the concrete strategies. So here you can see the concrete strategies are the behavior of the robot: aggressive behavior, defensive behavior and normal behavior. And we have created the interface behavior, and in that we are using the move command method, and we are implementing this move command method into this concrete strategies. So here you can see the context class is there, which contain move method or which accept the behavior of this robot into the context class, and depending on that context class changes behavior. So now we'll see the implementation, or we'll see the first case study as the mode of transportation to an airport for the detailed implementation. So we'll see the detailed implementation here. So I am showing you through the Eclipse. So here you can see this example I have already written. So here you can see the strategy design pattern demo is there. So in that, how many classes I have created? So mainly 3 classes we have to create for implementing the strategy design pattern. First one is context class, second one is the strategy interface, and third one is the concrete strategies. Okay, so these 3 classes are important, and again one more class is important, which is the demo class. So, or we can say it is a client class. So in that we are adding the main method. So total 4 classes we are implementing here. So one by one we'll see. So first one is the transport.java. So this is the interface I have created. So you can see here the transport interface is there, and in that one method is there, which is transport method. So in interface we are declaring this transport method, and we are implementing this interface method into the concrete strategy classes. After that we'll see the context class here. So here you can see the public class context class is there, and again for finding or for choosing the mode of transportation we are considering these 2 variables also, cost and time. So again here simple constructor we are taking for initializing this cost and time, and here we are taking the parameterized constructor for assigning or initializing the variable. So now you can see here the transport to airport method is there. So what this context method will accept, it will accept the object of the concrete strategy, or we can say the object of the strategy interface. So here you can see the transport is the object of the strategies. So this object accept this method. Okay, and so depending on the strategy the client chooses, this context class will change its behavior, and accordingly it calls the method of the respective strategy. So here you can see we call the method. Okay, so this is all about the context class. After that we'll see one by one the concrete strategy. So the first mode of transportation is the bus. So for that we write public class bus which implements that transport interface, and in this we are implementing this transport method. So we are simply printing the message that moving to airport via bus. So this is for the bus transportation mode. Next we'll see the car transportation mode. So public class car which implements the transport, and public void transport method we used, and in that we are printing message is that moving to airport via car. So after that we'll see the limousine.java class, or this is the another mode of transportation, and simply we are printing the message that moving to airport via limousine. After that we'll see the fourth mode of transportation which is taxi. So here again the transport method is implemented in this. So here the message is moving to airport via taxi. So these four are the concrete strategies which implement transport method of that transport interface. Okay, so next is the our main class which is the strategy demo.java class. So you can say here we are writing the main method. Here you can see the main method is there, and this implementation is for the accepting the choices from the user. So through this ch variable we are accepting the choices from the user, and depending on the choices given by user we are executing the particular case. So here the main logic for this in the main method, what logic we are applying here? So we are applying three logic. So first logic is we are creating the object of all the three strategies. After that we are creating the object of context class, and we are passing the object of strategies to this context object. And after that the third logic is we are calling the method using context object. So you can see here what we have created. We have created the object of the context class over here. You can see context C1 equal to new context. That means we have created the object of context classes. After that what we are passing to this context class is we are passing the object of the three or the four strategies you can see here, and we are calling the method of the context class. Okay, so we are calling the method transport to airport, which is the method of the context class, and we are calling or using through this context object. So you can see here C1 dot transport to airport, and we are passing the object of the concrete strategies. So here we are passing the object of car. Here we are passing the object of this taxi strategies. Here we are passing the object of limousine strategy, and here we are passing the object of car strategy to this particular context object. Okay, so here you can see the implementation is there. Okay, so now the next step is run this program. So just click on the strategy pattern demo.java, run as a Java application. So see here the output is there. So here you can enter your convenience. Okay, so if I enter or if I choose the car as my transportation mode, so you can see here the moving to transport or airport via car with the 2000 rupees and 2.0 hours. If I choose the 2, so you can see moving to airport via taxi. After that if I choose the third choice, that means moving to airport via limousine service or the airport mode. After that if I choose the fourth option, so moving to airport via car with this many rupees and this much time this car has take. Okay, so these are the this is the output. Okay, so how this output will run. You can see here, if I choose the first option, okay, that is the car option. Okay, so what it will take, so here we are passing the object of car to this context class, and through C1 object we are running the method of the car. So here you can see the output is like this: moving to airport via car. Okay, so here you can see the transport method is called of the car. A car method will run, and the output is like this, with this many cost and these many hours. So likewise you can run the strategy, or you can code for the strategy design pattern. So this is all about the strategy design pattern implementation. So these are the references, from that I have taken the case study, and the you can see the code for the implementation. Thank you.